Oh yeah, it works big time, and it's hugely effective depending upon what vibration you're in while you're doing it. Hey guys, this is Javier with The Real Javier Novoa, just taking a meditative walk here through our beautiful scenic central Dallas. And I am in what happens to be one of the wealthiest areas in the country. And right now, I just wanted to address a question that I got from a subscriber. She asked me through email, she basically said, as I'm walking here, so I'm not really going to be able to read something, but she basically said that I've been seeing a lot of these videos on YouTube about robotic affirming. And I just wanted to know, is this effective? And is this a modality that we should take into our toolkit and to approach? So admittedly, at first, I asked, what's robotic affirming? I had no idea what it was. Of course, I've been doing it for many years, but I had no idea that it was given this name, and I had no idea about the surge of popularity that's had, especially on social media, in getting great results. So I looked at some videos about it, and I said, yeah, this is a great practice. So basically what robotic affirming is you simply take an affirmation about something that you want or something that you would like to have, an intention, and you may have a lot of resistance and no belief in it. And you simply affirm that verbally. You don't try to feel it. You don't try to feel the wish fulfilled. You don't try to believe it. You simply continually affirm. And over the years, a lot of LOA teachers and coaches and so on in the Stoic community, in the business community, have been talking about the fact that there's been a divided opinion on affirmations because, and they're both correct, by the way. And again, one of the main aspects of this course is that we learn to be comfortable with paradox and contradiction, because at the end of the day, there's no contradiction. They're all soluble depending on what level of being you're looking at the time you're thinking about the concept. So basically what some of the opinion on affirmations say is that, well, the affirmation actually just makes your resistance dig in. And that's true. If you don't come to it from a place of belief, it makes your resistance dig in. So therefore it's better to focus generally. And that's true. If you do focus generally, eventually the universe will find a pathway where you have no resistance to get what you want to you. I think the people on this channel like being more involved in their creations. That's why we came, ladies and gentlemen. So another way to look at this, another aspect of this, is that the more you repeat something, just very naturally over time, your subconscious will begin to accept that and break down, because the resistance will break down. So if I get a very succinct affirmation and I just repeat it to myself for days and days at a certain period, eventually it will seep into my subconscious, the resistance will break down, and I will achieve it. So I recommend this for certain people who are able to persist in that. So how do we go about doing this? Well, you could have an affirmation to yourself. You could say to yourself, for example, like Neville Goddard spoke about, the great Millikan did this. He locked himself up, apparently for 16 hours, and he simply repeated the statement to himself that I have an abundant, dependable, steady income, congruent with virtue, or something to this effect, that I have a dependent and steady income. And he simply repeated that to himself in what could be termed robotically, what could be termed robotic affirmations. And he did eventually get that in a very short period of time, and he was able to take that. I've done this a lot in my life. Even when I didn't understand all of the principles behind it, I would affirm something, and then I did accomplish that. So I would recommend robotic affirming. I'd recommend that you get your desire down to a very simple affirmation. And if you have time, simply repeat it to yourself when you have time. Just repeat it. And don't worry about whether you feel it. Don't worry about whether you believe it. And if you can persist in this, you will eventually come to a point where your subconscious accepts it. And then, ladies and gentlemen, that's when what you want comes very quickly. So I would recommend robotic affirming if you have the disposition to persist with it. If you can't persist with it and it increases your resistance, then I'd recommend using the more general tools that we present on this platform and in these courses. So robotic affirming, yes, it's a very powerful tool. Yes, do it. This is Javier, and we're going to be releasing more videos this weekend. So please subscribe and like if you find our material of interest and value, so we can get the word out to as many people as possible. And until very soon, with great love and appreciation, this is Javier. Thanks for watching.